So one thing that I wanted to do to kind of intro the whole thing, kind of go over what we're going to be doing with the build and with the Lancer. First things first, she's getting a new turbo. This is a stock frame built FP green turbo. Billet internals, it should be good for upwards of 20 psi. Next thing on the list, biggest piece, or one of the bigger pieces, is the Map Performance cast manifold or tubular manifold. Should give us a little bit higher horsepower. May sacrifice a little bit of spool, but all around should be good. Already got it all heat wrapped and everything. Try to keep the engine bay temps down because on the Lancer we do have to fight with the plastic valve cover. You can swap it to aluminum, but that means changing coil packs and everything like that, and it's about $1,000 swap, and I'm just gonna put a bunch of heat shields and go from there. Another big piece is we got an ETS intake. It's blue right now from the previous owner. We're kind of working with a budget over here at Notta Garage, so I just scour the internet for part outs and different stuff like that and find the parts where I can find them. Some stuff you gotta buy new. That's just how it goes. One of the parts that I bought new right here, we have Brian Crower 272 cams, lift and intake and exhaust. 272 stage 2 cams. They're Evo X cams, interchangeable. Soon I'll be getting the GSC Beehive titanium springs and retainers. Should be able to get that RPM up to about 7,500. Map Performance hooked it up with all the gaskets and everything like that. AEM E85 fuel pump, 320. Deetsworks fuel pressure or fuel relay, and then I got Map Performance makes all these cool. They do everything to make it just easy on you. So it's fuel relay and all the drop-in ready kit for the fuel pump. Next thing is the head gasket. This is a multi-layered increased layer gasket. This is actually from Daryl Cox Racing because they are the SRT people and they build lots of aftermarket stuff for the SRT, and the 4B12 is the shared motor with the SRT4 caliber. So that's where we get a lot of the parts from for that. Map Performance open dump downpipe. Going to give us lots of spoolie boy noises and lots of fire from under the car. So that'll be fun. And already got it heat wrapped again for engine temp. Got a bunch more parts down below here. Just miscellaneous stuff, gaskets, and less interesting, less fun stuff. The head on this car is already ported and port matched for the intake. Lots of little stuff that's going to be messed with, but the head I don't have to mess with. We're going to take the valves out, check out everything, make sure everything's cool on those. Here we have club spec heat shields for the MyVex sensor, as well as just the valve cover in general. There's going to be a lot of heat shielding on this car. I got the Driven Fab heat shield for the firewall coming. Try to keep them temps down again. Right here we got the Weapon R coolant tank, the Asword JDM carbon fiber coil fuse cover, I got some solid engine mounts. Still working on getting everything, but we got to take this block out and we're going to check tolerances and see what happened actually and why it's burning so much oil. And then we'll go back in with new pistons, possibly new rods. We'll just see kind of what happens, but first we got to take everything apart to get the motor out of the car. Another thing this car has is radium fuel rail. It's on Evo X intake. Never really messed with videoing the build of this car, so once we get it all back together, I will be doing like an in-depth for everyone who's really interested on the built 4B12 platform and how you can get it to be gnarly. And this car will be going on E85. Or actually, it'll be going on a flex fuel tune just because I don't want to have to worry about E-content and all that kind of other fun stuff. So we put a flex fuel sensor in it and go from there.
Personally, bro, though, like if it was me and I had my shop and I had a dyno in this shop, it would be the simplest thing. Like I would strap the car to the dyno. I already know this man fucking videotape my ass. I already see this in my eyeball. Fucking, I would strap the car to the dyno, do all my fucking vacuum pulls and slight pressure pulls all on the dyno and make sure everything's broken in on the dyno. Then just because they use that rocker arm, so that rocker arm never gets changed. That's fucking 5 fingers on my forehead.
You're bald. It's different. It doesn't count. Oh shit! My thing came
I'm not
off.
bald, bro. I'm not trying to go bald here. Like I'm.
Look, fishnet.
I'm gonna get my fucking hair.
We're trying to put
planted back in.
planted. I'll grow me a field of hair, and then we'll see who's laughing.
The new 272s. And you do that. And then boom, it's done. But no, it's not. No. I'll just do like a fast forward parts of it. But, I mean, right now I'm just standing here videoing it, hoping that it's going to just take itself apart.
My heart dropped everything. I was like, God damn, bro, I gotta fucking go do that now. Like,
Bro, you thought that was an RB. It was a fucking S10. Just so you know, everyone.
Chelsea's over here like, you a dumb bitch.
S10s sound like RBs.
Yo, shut up. Today I had it,
So
it shut off, and then I turned it back on, and then literally 5 minutes later it shut back off.
we got hella work done though. Intake manifold is gone. Intercooler pipe is gone. Intercooler is gone. Everything is gone. Jay made a mad. Tank came to see what y'all doing, working over here. What y'all working on? We working, and Chelsea doing nothing. It's okay. That's what you do with axes when you take mine. Just like, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah.
God damn it. Man, that's for me. This motherfucker.
Oh, big boy, what are you doing? What that boy doing? So we want to just say a big shout out to the homie Trinity Tuning. Jay over here at Trinity Tuning, he is a guru. As you can see, they've got lots of variety in here. Different stuff we're working on. GTO. This GTO is an mild engine build. It makes like 470, naturally aspirated. The 69 Camaro back there. The all originals E28. Just checking out some things. It's got a bit of an exhaust leak. LS block chilling. Chelsea chilling. And the parts. That's the motor for the E30. And then here's the Lancer pile. That is a 3.5-inch AMS intercooler. Some people are kind of nitpicky on sticking with all AMS, all ETS. when they're building power, it doesn't really matter to me, honestly, especially for things, the intercooler, yes, but the intake, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. It's not really important. But we're gonna see what we can do and how much power we can make. This whole build is kind of a middle fingers up to all the snobby ass Evo owners out there who say that Lancers can't be cool and can't build power.